Morning, folks. It's Saturday morning, and I am in my local area today being berated by some kind of songbird, not sure which, but kind of sounds like he's giving me the business. So, a brief update on yesterday. It turns out that the Vermont area had a good amount of snow and no plowing, so areas that were accessible were limited. So I took the opportunity to do more of a road trip thing and explore to the north and look for some new areas to expand into as the weather gets warmer up there, and kind of made of the day what I could. So today we're local. I may try to go back on Monday, since one, my job is on me to use up my personal days, and two, there's supposed to be a warm trend up there over the weekend, so hopefully some melting will occur to facilitate that. What I'm going to do today is walk down the backside of the mountain and have a look around in here. It's an area I haven't been in a couple of weeks, so I like to try to have eyes on the area at least every couple of weeks to notice any kind of nuance changes. So that is my plan today. I'm going to get going. I will see if I can do another live stream from down there, but once you get down past a certain point, like I said last week, the signal may or may not be there. It may drop. So if I can, I will. Otherwise, I might do a pre-recorded segment to add on to this after the fact. But we're going to get going. So I don't see anyone is out there at the moment. So I'll say good morning and I'll wrap this one up. So we're back. We found kind of a structure thing over here, kind of reminiscent of last week. So we're going to go take a look. And we have a signal, so we're going to do it live. And I don't know if you can see it yet, but we're getting over there. This could be naturally occurring, but it's just something to show while I have a signal and I actually have a live feed going. So this we found this morning. How come you guys are never on when I find this stuff? There's something over there too, but we'll take a look at this one first. Couple of things piled into a tree. This could be deadfall. Not going to offer a favoritism to whether it is one way or the other, but a bunch of stuff that kind of stood out. There's this too, but that looks like a fallen over tree or two. And got a little gratuitous mountainside scenery while we're on. Big stump over there. What looks to be a little bit of a game trail. But there's this. So I thought I would show you this as I'm making my way down the hill. I still apparently have a signal. And weirdly a stronger one than I had when I was on the top of the hill. Go figure. So there's that. And I'm going to continue down the hill, save the battery for anything else I find. And we're going to make our way further down. So we're still live. We still have a signal. We're at the first plateau on the backside of the mountain. Last year, the drought we had this pond as a meadow. I'm glad to see it's got water in it. If the wind would let up, you'd be able to hear the peeper frogs that are doing their dirty, sinful business in the background. I took an audio recording I might add to this after the fact, but so I mean they are in here. This is one of two smallish beaver ponds that are in this stretch of the woods. Just thought I'd show you that on the way down. I'm on the first plateau. Again, surprised to have a signal because normally I wouldn't have. I'm not sure what's changed, if there's somebody snuck a tower in out here somewhere. But just to share the area with you, we're here. And we are going to walk a little further down and get to the bottom. Be curious to see if I have a signal there. So we're going to keep moving. So what I'm showing you here, yeah, still have a signal a little further down, is what I usually refer to as a stump goblin. And that's any of these gnarly old trees that are looking the way they are due to tree disease, woodpecker abuse, similar things of that nature. So I thought you might enjoy that as I walk by. And now the phone doesn't let me zoom while I'm in live stream mode. So there you go. Enjoy that. Still working my way down the hill. We are at the bottom, and I have a signal, much to my surprise. And I don't know what's around, but there is something up in the woods in here making noise. Part of it sounded like a bird, but there was something larger moving around in there. And that requires that you remember that there's at least 2 neighborhood bears and a moose cow in here, among other players that you may or may not be aware of. So, don't know if you can hear the bird over the wind. Let's try to get that. And the wind kicks up. There's one of those old-timey New England fences you see in the woods out here. For those that want to look, this is basically where, and yeah, we're on a old trail, but this is like, it rarely gets used. Nice look at the bottom of this. And for clarity, this is not the bowl. The bowl is actually several miles away from here, if I've mentioned that in other videos and streams. I'm going to keep going, and I'll check in a little bit later if the signal's still remains. Peeper frogs.